So it seems that Frank O'Connor, the last of the big three over at 343, has left or been fired from the studio. I initially found this out yesterday, but wanted to wait before saying anything about it in case more information came out. Personally, I am beyond glad that Frank is gone. If anyone needed to go, it was by far him. He is the one responsible for major unneeded retcons, several very out-of-touch comments, alleged misconduct online, as well as just generally being incredibly disrespectful and condescending towards fans on multiple occasions. Before I really get started here and some angry fanboy goes and yells at me in the comments, trying to claim the state of Halo is all Microsoft's fault and 343 has little to do with it, let me remind you, while I agree that Microsoft's contract worker policies are unacceptable and immoral, the fact remains that 343 Industries themselves have repeatedly displayed, on both the managerial and lower employee levels, their own incompetence and lack of respect for Halo's original legacy, as will be mentioned not only in this video, but have been mentioned in many other videos of both my own and countless others. All that being said, I don't know if Frank O'Connor leaving is going to fix things. I've been seeing a lot of people within the Halo community claiming that Halo is saved now, and that things are going to be on the up and up, and I disagree. While I don't mean to be a buzzkill here, I feel the need to point out that Pierre Hintze, who is currently in charge over at 343 and is meant as a replacement to the current management, has been in charge of MCC for the last several years. While MCC is deniably in a better state now than it was in 2014, there is still major hit detection issues, especially in Halo 3. The progression system isn't great. It should also be noted that while it wasn't gone through with, under Pierre's direction, 343 was considering adding microtransactions to MCC, an 8-year-old game. I believe that this was always the intention, when we look at just how grindy and nonsensical the progression system is in MCC in the first place. It is also known that the original plans for the progression system were altered due to it not being ready for the 2019 relaunch. I think there was meant to be some sort of grind for free or pay to skip the grind system. Granted, that part is speculative, but the fact that 343 was considering adding those microtransactions under Pierre's direction is not. There is also the issue of MCC lacking many quality of life features to this day, such as a better ban system for multiplayer. Many matches devolve into constant team killing or overly competitive sweatfests that's miserable to play through for both high and low skill players due to the way MCC matchmaking tends to mix in very high and very low skilled players into matches in an attempt to even out the scoreboard. If all this wasn't enough, MCC still suffers from, at times, poor optimization, random crashes, glitches, connectivity issues, a bullshit quit ban system, and achievements failing to unlock 8 years after launch. 343 has had 8 years to fix this, and it's only in a somewhat acceptable state right now. All I'm saying here is that, while it's great that Frank O'Connor is gone, I think we have a very long way to go before Halo truly gets back on track, and the people now in charge in his and others' places do not have the best track record. They have not saved this franchise, and I don't think they're going to in the near future, considering the time they have been given to improve things and what they've done with that time. I believe that 343 is truly rotten to its core, and it isn't only the management that's the issue. Well, not all at 343 are bad. There are still many that disrespect fans, act in unprofessional manners, are out of touch, and seem to be more worried about making lame jokes on TikTok, a social media platform that's literally in the process of being banned in multiple countries, than they are in actually developing or fixing or maintaining their current games. Again, Frank O'Connor being gone from this franchise is a great thing, perhaps one of the best things to happen to Halo in a long time. But the fact remains that many at 343 still simply don't have a clue or a care as to what Halo is meant to be. All the people within the company promoting esports, following trends, microtransactions, and having a general level of disrespect and apathy towards the fanbase are still there. So while I'm happy to hear this news, I think that the Halo community as a whole must remain skeptical until we see some real, tangible changes and results being made. Let's wait and see what comes out of Halo in terms of actual content in the future. As always, I thank you all for watching. Leave a like on the video if you enjoyed, subscribe for more, have a great day, and stay safe. Goodbye.